Yo, what's good out there, world? Welcome to this edition of Smoking and Baking with Trademark. And today, I'm going to be baking for you a homemade Banana-Nog pound cake. And the ingredients are as follows. So right here, I'm going to be sifting 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 2 and 1/4 cups of sugar. I have 1 and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda along with 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to be using 3 large eggs here at room temperature. Also, I'm going to be using 1.5 to 2 cups of this eggnog, and I also have 1 and 1/2 sticks of unsalted butter, and I'm also going to be using that at room temperature. Here in the back, I have 3 ripened bananas, which is going to equal like 1 and 1/2 cups. I'm also going to be using like 2 teaspoons of this pure vanilla extract right here. I'm going to be mixing everything in my stand mixer with my paddle attachment. And here I have my bundt pan, and I'm also going to be using some of this pan baking spray for that perfect release. So here are all the ingredients I'm going to be using to make this homemade, made from scratch Banana-Nog pound cake. Now let's get to baking. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to sift my 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And I like to put in a little. Now I'm going to add in my 1 and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda along with my 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to sift this in with the rest of my flour. And I'm just going to give it a little stir before I set it off to the side. So first thing that I'm going to do is mix my butter and my sugar together. And I'm using 1 and 1/2 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this down. I always like to start it off on a slow mix. And then once it starts to get incorporated, I'm going to put it on a high speed, and I'm going to let this mix at least about for 3 to 4 minutes. So now that we have this mix, I'm going to scrape down the sides of my mixing bowl. And one thing I want to let you guys know, that I did wind up adding 1/2 stick of more butter. So instead of putting 1 and 1/2 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature, I used 2. So now we get ready to add the eggs in. We want to do that one at a time. So I want to turn it up to like a slow medium speed. And then we're going to add the eggs in one at a time. And once the egg get combined, I'm going to add in my second egg. And now for my last egg. And I'm going to just turn it up a tad and make sure all that get mixed in good. So now I'm going to add in like 2 teaspoons of this vanilla extract. So now I'm going to add in my flour mix with my eggnog, and I'm going to do it in a multiple of 3 times. So I'm going to add a little flour, add a little eggnog, and I'm going to do that until it's all gone. So So now I'm adding in my first cup of flour. And then I'm going to add in a little eggnog with that. I'm going to put it down on a low speed. And I'm going to gradually turn it up. And then once all that get mixed, I'm going to repeat that process over again. But before I add in my next mix, I'm going to wipe down the sides of my mixing bowl to make sure everything get mixed properly. So now I'm going to add in another cup of flour, and I'm going to add in some more of this eggnog. And remember, in all I told you I was using 1 1/2 cup of eggnog. And you can use up to 2 if you wanted to have a little more eggnog taste. Well, like I said, I'm going to use 1 1/2 cups. Alright, I'm going to stop this mix. Again, I'm going to wipe down the sides of my mixing bowl. And then I'm going to add in the remaining of the flour and the rest of this eggnog. And I'll see you guys when I'm ready to prepare it and put it into the baking pan. So right here I have my 3 bananas already peeled. And I'm just going to take the back of my fork and just smash them. Just like this. Until they all get nice and smashed and creamy. So we want our bananas to be like a puree. So now I'm going to add it to my mix. And I'm just going to fold it into my batter. The aroma that's coming from the banana smells like real good. And I taste a little bit of the batter, and it got that right eggnog taste. But like I said, if you want a little more of an eggnog taste, you might want to add just a little more eggnog. Now I already prepared my bun pan by spraying it down. I did that off camera. So now let me get this up in the bun. So before I put my mix inside the bun pan, I already have my oven preheated to 325 degrees. I'm going to leave the cake in the oven like anywhere from an hour to an hour and 10 minutes, but I will start checking it at the point of an hour by sticking my toothpick in there. And if it comes out clean, I'll take it on out the oven. But if not, I'll leave it in there like in the increments of 5 minutes. So let's get this batter into the pan. See them big chunks of bananas in there? Let me go ahead and spread this out before I add the rest. Now I haven't decided what I'm going to do as far as the icing or glaze, but I'll make my mind up soon. I think I might do an eggnog glaze on top or banana glaze, either or. So now I'm just going to spread my batter evenly throughout the pan to the best of my ability. I know this cake will be really good because it tastes good, just the batter. So now I'm just going to give it a shake and a tap. And I'm going to put this in the oven again at 325 degrees. I'm going to leave this in there anywhere from an hour to an hour and 10 minutes. But like I said, I want to start checking it after an hour. Sometimes people might use like a 9 by 13 inch pan or muffins where the baking time will be different. But I'll get back with y'all once it's done.